First, it's gonna be recording down that way. Stop it.
We don't need the time.
I'm saying, okay, go ahead, it's your video.
Better. What is up, y'all? It is your girl Shaylin Christine here, and I have a special guest with me today, Miss Raven Brachelle, and we will be going over a couple of questions on what our first year of college was like, and just asking each other some questions about our experiences and things. So any incoming freshmen and stuff, if you want to know what it's like to be a lumberjack and what it's like at SFA, continue watching. So do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. Don't look.
Oh my god.
All right. First question. What was it like for you to have a roommate?
Honestly, for me, I hated the roommate experience. Don't get me wrong, I loved my roommate, but I'm not used to sharing space. So first semester and part of second semester, I had a roommate, and then she moved out. So now I have a single room, and I love it.
Same. Okay, your go.
Okay. How did you maintain yourself when you got a bad grade on a test?
Exactly what I'm doing now. I just laughed it off. And I take my grades seriously, but I don't really let bad grades determine who I am. So I mean, I'll just take my L and keep it pushing, and I'll like ask my professor if there are any you know, it's 2018, we ain't got time to be crying anymore. I just asked my professors, like, what can I do to better my grade, or if they're offering any extra credit, just anything I can do to bump it up and just come back harder and stronger next time.
Sounds perfect. Oh, Lord.
Question number 2. What was it like being in the atmosphere of a party? How did you like partying, your partying experiences? How often did you party? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm a homebody, so I did not party a lot. I went to parties, but not a lot. It was basically the party atmosphere. When I went, it was crazy.
Crazy how?
It's just a whole bunch of people everywhere.
Oh my god, it's so hot. It is so hot. They are so hot.
They're super hot, and it's like a whole bunch of booty and sweaty people everywhere.
There's like times where you just want to like take off clothes and
Yes.
stuff, and you just want to like be naked, or like times where you just walk outside. There was parties during the winter, and it will be like 53 degrees outside, and it'll be so hot inside. Like people would just go outside and like practically stand in snow because it is so hot.
But parties not for me.
Yeah,
I will still go, but not for me.
but when she goes, she has a good time.
Next question. Was it hard for you to find the friends you have currently?
No. Actually, if we're being honest, I know. Okay, this is gonna probably sound creepy. I pick my friends out. So like I know, like when I look at somebody, I read people very well, and I know people just like, oh, here she goes. Like I can honestly read people, and just like I'm a peeper. I sit back and I watch, if that makes sense, and I just like I'm aware. Like I just like take my time to like figure somebody out. Then I determine, like I know in my head if I want to be their friends, and then I just shoot my shot for friendship.
Like she did with me.
And where she at? In my room. And I just, it's not hard. Like, I'm becoming more friendlier. So, if you would have asked me last semester, I would have been like, heck no, I don't want any friends. But I'm nice. Okay. How did you handle living on your own without parents, without money, without cooking for you every night?
Right. Oh my goodness. In the beginning, it was very hard getting used to my parents and my family not being around, but I eventually got used to it. But every single day, I miss the home cooked meal, being in my mom's face. Sometimes it gets hard, but we gotta push through. Okay. It's college what it's all made out to be.
Heck no, college is a scam, if you want to
very
be honest. I'm a born hustler, so like I am used to keeping money on me. So college takes away a lot of that time for me to be working and like actually out making money. Granted, like they say that this degree is going to get you money and all whatever. Sometimes like when you're in school, you just try to think of every other way to make money, and not all of them are well, but it's okay to think them as long as you don't do it, I guess, right, depending on what you're doing. But one of the biggest advice I can give to any incoming freshmen or anybody period that somebody had taught me, and I'm glad I caught on earlier in time, you need to keep up with your major evaluation. Especially at SFA, there's like a degree evaluation, and it shows you all the classes that you need to take for you to get your degree. They would advise you to sign up for the classes that you don't actually need, just so that way they can get more money out of you. And then you get to graduation and it's like, oh, they'll tell you like 2 months before May, before you're about to get ready to walk on the stage, you're like, oh, well, you need to do this many more classes because you didn't take this in freshman year. And it's like, okay, well, you told me I need to take this and this and this. So it's just best if you keep up with, on it. That's what I do now, because they already caught me with that SFA 101 class.
Oh yeah,
like
I took that too.
A scam. How is it being involved in extracurricular activities?
I did extracurricular last semester, and it was very hard to maintain a certain organization as well as my schoolwork. I ended up spending more time involved with the organization than I was spending on my schoolwork. So the organization is year-round, each semester, and I did end up going inactive because it was too much on me personally. Yeah, so it was not, at least for my first semester, it wasn't for me. But I will try next fall.
What? I have a feeling I already know what you're about to say.
Have you found love so far in your college career? The tea.
I can honestly say that I have someone who I claim to have loved at a point in time. And granted, I still have love for that person as a person. It's not, yeah, it's her. But I just don't love them like that anymore. But I believe that you can find love in college. Oh my gosh, no. Better yet, let me tell you. Okay, I had this whole idea of that when I came to college, I was gonna find my husband. And that's what I set out for. I said I didn't want to date too many people. I just wanted to have one boyfriend, marry that one boyfriend, and that was it. But that is a dream. I believe you can find love in school. I'm just taking my time and focusing on my grades and A's. What about you? Better yet, it's okay. I got a question for that anyways. How did you handle relationships as far as college? What can you say about your relationships experience?
Well, when I first came to SFA in the fall, I did have a boyfriend. Me and him ended up, going our separate ways. I did, talk to 2 other people, got to know them.
Did you like them?
I did.
That's great.
I genuinely did like them. And yeah, it's just, you really get to know yourself when you do get involved with somebody in college. You figure out what you actually really do like and really don't like, what you love, what you will never love. And it's just an experience, because just with those 2 people, I learned a lot about myself and about what I look for in a partner. Boom. In your eyes, is SFA drama affiliated?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say about a 4. Honestly, it just depends on who you surround yourself with, because college is nothing different from high school. There's still cliques. There's still going to be those people that, enjoy being in the mix. There's still going to be those people who like to stir up the pot. There's still going to be the jocks. There's still going to be, like, it's high school, but just away from your parents, basically. So I don't necessarily think that SFA is like super duper drama, like just what you make of it. I mean, if you surround yourself with people who like to be in drama and like to be in a mix, then definitely that's what's going to follow you. But I don't really think overall SFA has that kind of thing. How did you handle keeping up with your classes, being that you don't really have anyone to tell you to like do your homework, Raven, and you have that assignment? Like,
it was very hard for me. Like, I didn't come down to school having the mentality of, oh, I'm just gonna do whatever I want to, because that definitely is not me. But not having someone in your ear 24/7 almost, it's super hard, because you know you can do whatever you want to do what you want at your own pace, at your own time, and that's really hard, because I love to sleep. So first semester I chose sleep over everything. I'm still working on it, but next fall I know what I definitely cannot be doing anymore.
it's so easy to be loyal to your bed.
It is. Is the college food good?
Heck no. SFA was doing, oh my god, can I get in trouble for saying this?
No, just say it.
What if they start poisoning me from now on? They're gonna be like, oh, that's the girl, make sure you put a red point. No, they can't do that. Well, anyways, they were really good last semester. I'm not gonna lie. They were doing a good job for it to be college food, because like I've been like in high school, I went on like all the college trips and stuff, you know, tried their food. So for SFA, I was like, you know, I'm quite impressed. Well, this semester it's just like, here, take it and go. They're just like trying to get you fed, and it's still like the high school food, like the cafeteria food, like how they don't, like, it's not real, so it doesn't fill you up, but it just, it
you have
suffices.
to eat like everything.
And then the food out here, like, you can't necessarily just like go up the street to like Whataburger or eat out, because that stuff adds up and that stuff is expensive. And around college areas there's a lot of franchises, so they jack up the prices versus what you regularly have at home. So no, it's not the best. How did you feel about your professors?
Last semester, I disliked them so much. Almost every single one of them. I could not stand them. Couldn't understand them at all. Like,
you couldn't stand them and you couldn't understand them.
This semester, I did the Rate My Professor, which is recommended. Do Rate My Professor for any university. Maybe also JUCOs. I don't know.
I think so.
But it's real. You need to do Rate My Professor. I did that for these classes this semester, and I actually do really like my professors for the most part now. Shay will link it in the description box.
As soon as I find it, because I never did it before.
Do you wish you went to another university?
No. Last semester, I had times where I wish I was at PV, because it just looked so much fun and the parties just looked great. But besides that, it's just like I wanted to be around more people of color. I just wanted to be like around my ethnicity. Okay, last question. What is your major, and do you feel like it was the right choice for you?
My major when I first came to college was nursing, but I had realized I wanted to be a dermatologist, so therefore it's not nursing anymore. But at the moment, I'm kind of undecided, and I'm not for sure what I actually want to do anymore.
But it's still medicine.
Yeah, it is still medicine. And the last question for me, on movies and stuff, you see parties, college parties, where the parties everything that it seemed to be.
Yeah, actually. It's definitely like that, but they're fun though. Like, it depends on, you know, who's throwing the party, and like if you have a good circle of friends that can help you enjoy the party. Like, they can be either really bad or they can be like, I want to repeat that whole night all over again. So, but it's just college. Well, those are all the questions that we have. If you guys have questions, comments, anything you want to ask us, please go ahead and put that in the comment section below. Thank you, Raven, for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure you guys subscribe to her channel. I will include that as well. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. You can see from the title, we'll be giving you, as you can see, anyways.
I look so much like up.
You look taller than me. Why are your shoulders so high? No, I gotta bring it back to you.
Oh. Wait.
Forget it. I'll taste that chili cheesesteak that I had. You know, so
it was horrible. Ooh. It was horrible.
That looks super bright. Okay.
Wait. Matt.